having an amazing day wherever you are. Today we are going to be working in the garden, aren't we? Yeah. So I'm gonna take you back. We're gonna do a garden update. Oh, I'm gonna show you guys what the garden looks like, what's growing right now, and we're gonna also do some work and make some more garden beds out of stuff that we have just on our property. So if you guys wanna hang out with us for the day.
And I want my day.
Yeah. Keep watching. Hey, cutie. You wearing mama's shoes? What happened to your hair? You took one side out?
Side on. Spray.
You want to spray? Okay, here you go. Good job, honey. So we are out in the garden and I'm going to be giving you guys a little tour, showing you guys what's growing and what it looks like. It's a little windy out here, so it might be hard to hear me, but I'm going to do my best. So this is currently what it looks like. There's a bunch of cardboard over there that we're going to be using for compost and also just to lay down in the garden. But here's just like a little overview. Oh, you got into mommy's makeup, huh?
Up.
You want me to hold you?
I'll hold you.
Okay. Yes. My sweet girl, I love you. Can I have a kiss?
That's your down. Sorry, friends.
I love you.
Please do it.
We're gonna show them the garden.
Oh.
All right, come on, let's show them. This tree is massive, so pretty. So we put this gate in and I'm thinking we're gonna paint it, saving any like newspaper stuff I have to put into the garden. We're gonna start composting, which I'm really excited about. And all this cardboard over here, a lot of it was from the treehouse that we built snow, and we are going to be using that to compost and also use to lay it down in the garden to prevent weeds from coming up. So yeah, that's what that is. And then I bought some mulch from like the big box store, but this is actually all wood from our property that we have chipped ourselves with this wood chipper over here. And we're gonna actually use this as mulch around like the pathways and stuff in the garden, because as you can see, it's all dirt right now. So this is what the garden is looking like. As you can see, there's a ton of space right here, and the plan is to go ahead and make more of these with just wood that we have on our property already. I was going to make a bunch more of these beds, but lumber is actually really expensive right now, and even though they're really beautiful and look a lot more aesthetically pleasing in the garden, we wanted to try to be a little bit more eco-friendly and zero waste. So we're gonna go ahead and cut down on costs and just use what we have. We unfortunately had to cut a tree down on our property, and so we have a ton of wood, as you could see over here, and I got a chainsaw. So I'm gonna be cutting wood to match this, and we're basically gonna do 3 more of these. I think we'll be able to fit. So another one of these right here, 2, 3. Well, we might be able to fit 3 here is what I'm thinking. So that's what we're gonna do today in the garden. We're gonna get as much of that as we can done. And then I wanna show you some other things that I added into the garden. So I will walk you over here. I made a little rock garden for artichoke that I planted. Just sowed some seeds straight into the ground right here. It's not a huge space. I only planted like 3 seeds in here, but I thought this was really cute. So we'll see if it grows. And there's a little artichoke sign. My mom got me those for Mother's Day, so I put a bunch of them in. And then over here in our grow pots, we have some loofah. We have some carrots that I sowed just directly into the soil, and these are starting to pop up. Also have some carrots and onions in here. Some more onions that we're growing. Put a little watermelon in here just to experiment with, and then I know again this is like a really small space for watermelon, it gets huge, but we're just experimenting, and I thought that was a cute little rock garden that I made, and I had extra watermelon and nowhere to plant them, so they were gonna die, so I ended up putting them there. But our corn is like killing it over here. I'll show you how big it's gotten. Look how huge it's getting. So we planted it in succession, which basically means that you can see it goes from big to small, so that when we harvest it, we can eat it and then be able to not have to harvest everything at one time, so that we'll have it kind of over a period of time. So that's the goal, or at least. Then we got our little marigolds in here to help deter pests. And then some more squash over here. I actually thought these were going to die because I never got a chance to harden them off. So I planted in like zucchini seeds in between, and they're all kind of growing now. So I'm gonna just have to wait and see what happens because there's not enough room for all of them. But my watermelon is finally taking off. So these are sugar baby watermelons right here, and they're doing really well. Again, I didn't get a chance to harden these off because I was giving birth in the hospital, and I had to like plant them right away when I got home. So I'm really excited that these are actually growing because I thought that I had stunted their growth by not hardening them, but they actually seem to be doing okay. All right, so we're gonna move on over to this side. I did have things here, but they died. So I put in a pumpkin plant. It actually seems to be doing okay. So happy about that. We got some more zucchini seeds I put in because I thought again that these were gonna die, but once the weather started warming up a lot, you can see they're getting flowers on them. These are cucumbers right here. So the plan is to train them up. Oh my God. Are you freaking kidding me? What the heck? Okay, I'm kind of freaking out right now. What is this? Oh my God, wait a second. I had yellow like slime mold in the garden. I'll show you a picture. And it turned into this, which is just disgusting. Ew, you guys, what is this? This is like the grossest thing. So I'm pretty sure that the yellow slime mold turned into this, and I need to get this out of my garden because that's disgusting. So on a brighter note, these watermelons are finally starting to thriving, and I was going to train them to come down here, but because I don't know how these plants are going to do, I might train them up the trellis. We'll see how how they do, but this one seems to not be doing very well, but these ones are growing. Look at those vines taking off. Yay, grow little watermelons. I also have a lot of like mushrooms in my soil, which I heard is like means your soil is really healthy. This is Snow's little pumpkin patch. I don't know, I feel like they're not doing that great in here, but we'll see. I also planted some asparagus in there just in case the pumpkins don't grow. Maybe something else will grow in there, but I like swear by these grow pots, but these ones I'm not too stoked with as of right now, and they look really sloppy in the garden in my opinion. I like these ones, but these ones I think I'm going to end up donating after this season because I just don't love them, and I'd rather just plant straight into the ground since our soil seems to be okay. So yeah, we have pumpkins here. I also planted some asparagus, and then that's yellow squash there. Then over here we have tomatoes and onions. We have peas and beans, which it looks like something is happening here. So that's very exciting. These are very happy and healthy looking. We have some bulb onions in here. I heard when these go brown is when you know you're supposed to pull them. I had carrots in there, but it was like a total fail. I harvested them after like 76 days, which it said their harvest time was like 75 days, but I think the soil was too compact, so they like were little stumps I pulled out. These are jalapeno peppers. This is my potato plant, which is like going nuts. And then I planted a seed in the soil just to see like how it would do, and it's doing really well. So happy about that. Then I will take you to these beds over here. Our broccoli is here, and it's doing really well, even though I think it's like a cold hardy crop, and the days are getting pretty warm here. Although today's pretty cool. And then I also planted watermelon seeds just directly into the ground here, and you can see they're starting to sprout up. I think just like it was waiting for the warm weather, so now that it's like hot, it's doing better. You can tell when Snow's been in the garden. She leaves me little presents. Here is my cabbage. It's doing really good. It's very windy. It gets very windy here where I live. This is so cool. Like, the cabbage plant is so beautiful. I didn't realize like how pretty this plant was until I started growing it. We have some more broccoli over here. In this area, we're kind of doing like this square foot gardening because I had a bunch of stuff and I didn't really have space for it. So I decided to put it in here. So we have a jalapeno plant, a bell pepper, broccoli, another jalapeno, a tomato, sunflower, and basil over here. So fitting a lot in this bed. And then we have some squash here, and then some cucumber here, and then Snow actually planted these sunflowers that are just getting huge. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. She planted the seeds in the ground all by herself. I was so proud of her, and I would take her out here every day and show her. And then you can see this little zucchini growing right here. Hey little guy. That's like the only one I have, or that I see at least, out of this whole big plant. So this one seems to be the happiest. I think I just like stunted the growth on all these, but I did learn a lot like this season with planting, so that's really good. In this little garden bed that we made, we put down newspaper and then some like good topsoil, just like a little bit of it, and then mulch, and I put in some transplants and then some seeds. So on the left side I put soybeans into the ground. They haven't sprouted yet. I'm hoping they will. And then on this side I did some soybeans here. And I did an experiment. So on this side I put the newspaper, on that side I didn't do newspaper, and I just planted it straight into like my soil. I didn't add topsoil, and this is actually sprouting. You can see there's a couple of them sprouting up, which is like so exciting to me. So again, just like a learning experience. I planted loofah over here. These were transplants. They're not doing very well. In fact, I think they're just totally dying. So I went ahead and planted loofah seeds just straight into the ground in between these transplant loofahs, and we'll see, you know, if the other ones do better planted just directly into the ground. So loving it out here. I feel like gardening for me is so like therapeutic. I want to paint sister garden on that shed over there. I love just like coming outside into nature and like feeling like one with just like nature and the earth, and like hearing the birds and the wind, and I don't know, it's just something that like makes me like feel connected. I don't know, I feel like very happy out here. So I come out into the garden when I'm home at least like 2 times a day, if not more. And yeah, just like I said, it makes my soul happy. So oh wait, I almost forgot to show you guys the apple tree. So it looks like really trashy over here because we have all these containers. I'm gonna clean them up today, but all these containers were from all the trees we planted back here. We planted like 50 trees back here all along the fence. But this is our Pink Lady apple tree, and you can see all the little apples growing on here. We have an aphid problem, so I'm gonna have to come out here and smush the aphids. But yeah, this is our little Pink Lady tree, and then this is our Mandarin orange tree, and then our Eureka lemon tree, and we're gonna need to plant those soon. But this is that huge wood pile that I can't wait to like DIY some stuff. I'm actually doing a really cool project with this wood to give out to some of my Patreon members to say thank you for supporting us over there, and then also, like I said, using it in the garden, and then we'll be able to chip down a lot of it for mulch in the garden and to compost, so, and to just make cool stuff. Like I'm gonna make like a bench and some stools and fun things. So that is kind of the update for the garden, guys. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below.